You can go ahead and start. Whenever you're ready.
I call this meeting to order at 7 p.m.
Okay, Commissioner Amelie,
Here.
Commissioner Emily,
Here.
Commissioner Belicia, Commissioner Ada,
Here.
Commissioner Carmen,
Here.
Commissioner Madden,
Here.
Commissioner City, Commissioner Zara,
Here.
Commissioner Palace, Commissioner Ria,
Here.
and Commissioner Anusha.
Here. Okay, now I need to approve the minutes from March 14th. I second.
Okay, for roll call, Commissioner Amelie,
Aye.
Commissioner Emily,
Aye.
Commissioner Ada,
Aye.
Commissioner Carmen,
Aye.
Commissioner Madden,
Aye.
Commissioner Zara,
Aye.
Commissioner Palace,
Aye.
Commissioner Ria,
Aye.
and Commissioner Anusha.
Aye. Okay, minutes from March 14th have been approved. Do we have any oral requests?
Yes. Hello.
Hello,
Can I,
Sean.
can I start talking now?
Yes, go ahead.
And here I'm gonna show my face and look a little bit less like a criminal than the last time I saw you 2 months ago. So hi everybody. How much time do I have right now again?
You have about 3 minutes.
All right. So my name's Sean Mendelson. I live in Campbell. Lived here 12 years. I have 2 children in the Campbell Union School District. My son starts at Westmont High School next year. I got trained in October. Yeah, I got there. There you go. I got trained in October of last year by Al Gore virtually to become what's called a climate reality leader. I have since spent a lot more time than I initially thought I would, but I'm really happy because I'm making headway in lots of places trying to save the planet. And it's become a moral imperative to me. It's nothing I actually take too much pleasure in, except that I'm trying to raise awareness and create change in our local community as well as a global citizen. The first thing I want to state is how important I believe that youth are. Not only the Greta Thunbergs of the world, you know, I'm assuming you guys are familiar with Greta, but there was a case about 10 years ago, which was called Juliana versus the United States, which was a bunch of middle schoolers and high schoolers that sued the U.S. government, including Democrat and Republican presidents, for the constitutional right to clean air. And it's still going on in the court system. It's now gone into Canada and other international places because it's just one way to sort of rectify the problems that my generation and older have done as far as the atrocities against our planet. Mostly right now, I'm trying to educate and change Campbell. For instance, at the end of this month, I'm going to be doing one of these Wonder Wednesdays. I'm presenting for pre-K through 6th grade in the Campbell Union School District a slide presentation about climate change. And I'm also wrote a musical about climate change that's premiering in July in San Jose at Hoover Theater. And actually, that's going to be featuring 10 to 16-year-olds. And it's meant to inspire through art, and it's meant to really, again, raise awareness. Now, the reason I've come to you, you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
The reason I've come to you today is because I've been pushing this Campbell City Council for the last 3 months, almost every week I've been pushing, and they finally made it a priority for the year. We're the only city in 30 cities, so 2 counties, Santa Clara County, San Mateo County, that doesn't have a climate action plan. 2 years ago, I couldn't tell you what a climate action plan was. I barely knew the effects of methane in our own household until about a year ago and the harmful nature of it. But I've made headway, and they've made it a priority. I'm meeting with one of the council members this week to discuss it. I've spoken with the city planner, the town manager, and several other council members, because I don't only want to make a climate action plan, I want to make a bold one. And if you're not familiar with what a climate action plan is, it's our city, Campbell's, plan to stop the climate emergency that we're in. I'm not going to go over all the stuff. I'm sure by now most of you are educated on what climate change is, but I'm happy to go over it with you. But really what I'm trying to do is enlist an informal committee. So I have I'm a member of Mothers Out Front, even though I'm a father, which is a Silicon Valley Mothers Out Front, a woman's member of this committee with me locally, and then a member of Sierra Club. And together we're trying to work and galvanize to do what other cities have effectively done, like Morgan Hill, which is the same size as Campbell, where we're basically trying to decarbonize buildings, electrify city, electrify buses, raise awareness about climate change, because this is it. This is the decisive decade. We have 8 years to turn it around. And I used to think about the half is half empty. The half is glass. The glass is half full because we have the solutions to stop climate change. So if any of you or this commission wants to be involved, I encourage you to email me so I can have you guys be part of this team where I'm going to listen to you and also utilize your insight to create something special so we can change Campbell to be more climate effective. Do you have any questions for me, or I guess you got a lot of talk about things right now? Is that how it works?
We're allowed to ask any questions if there are any follow-up questions from anybody.
I've provided my email. I thank Julie. I thank the commission for listening to me. If you or any of your friends are interested in taking this dive with me, it's not a big investment of time, but if I can get people to go to council meetings and say, let's not just take baby steps, let's make actual bold and impactful change, it will be effective, and you guys can be part of that movement along with all the other youth around the world. So I encourage you to be a part of it. And if you don't have time or energy, I understand. But if you do, SeanMendelson@yahoo.com, and I'll let you know, and you can let me know how you want to be involved.
All right. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. So, do we have any comments? Okay, and do we have any announcements?
Announcements.
Okay, we'll now go over old business, starting with Clean Water Art Contest.
All right. Yeah, so this event was wrapped up, so I want to hear from subcommittee on how you think it went, any room for improvements, things that went well, kind of a recap.
Yeah, so after we got all submissions a couple weeks ago, like everything went quite smoothly. We posted a form for voting, and then we showed it on Instagram. And then, yeah, so we got quite a few submissions, and then picked 2 winners. The judges knew what to do, so all went pretty smoothly, I'd say.
Do you know how many people filled out the Google form?
I don't have.
We had about 130 people
Wow,
and votes.
that's
So.
really good.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That's really good. So we had a lot of good outreach on that one, I think. That's really good.
Also, it's like a motivating factor if someone wants to win an award, they tell all their friends to vote.
Yeah. I know that the West Valley Water Authority kind of threw out, it was like a general thing, but there was kind of a talk about potentially doing it again next year. If we were to do something like that, what do you guys would think about that? Any ways to make things better? Or
I feel like we should have done some. We should have coordinated with the judges sooner, because I know Mr. Yang, the judge that I got, it was kind of hard for him to coordinate with the other judges because it was within a week of the meeting that they had to meet together, and he had this thing going on the day that they were going to meet. So in the future, we should probably have them coordinate, know who all the judges are, and let them contact each other maybe a month or so before the contest is over.
I think more, we did a lot of good Instagram flyers, but more in-person flyers. Yeah. So I know I had some that I gave my teachers, but working on campus and stuff, you don't really see a lot, and so people aren't really going to see it, and so if they're not getting the constant in your face flyers, then they're not going to remember it.
anything else for the art contest? Okay.
Any questions? Any further comments? Okay, we'll move on to coffee and politics.
Again, just another kind of recap because we had this event.
I think it went pretty well. We did have some of our council members come, which was really nice. I think a lot of us learned some things about how it's being run, and like how we can help them, as well as like a commission. But other than that, I think it was pretty decent.
I think my biggest thing was shorten the length for the next one. Because it was really insightful, but it was a long time to like sit there, especially if you're not like actively like asking questions or something like that. But it was, I mean, I liked it in the coffee shop. I thought that was cute. Yeah, and I appreciate how willing they were to just talk about things that we cared about.
Yeah. I think one other thing on like improving it, I think for like the upcoming years for you guys, is just promoting it like more, because I feel like the promotion was late. I feel like it wasn't really out there that much, and I feel like not a lot of people like knew what it was. Because there was mainly just youth commission people, which is great. I'm happy that a lot of you guys could come. But we also want to hear outside voices outside our commission, because people also have a voice, and just very important to listen to what they also have to say besides us. But your comments are also very important. And, outside people who are also interested in politics and their local government is also very important.
I think maybe we should invite a board member next time, because like I do know, well, there was someone asked whether there would be school board members there.
Yeah.
We did invite school
We did
board members.
invite.
None of them accepted.
Yeah.
Oh, right, well, they've been getting a full pay. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Maybe they didn't want to. Yeah, I feel like this event has so much potential,
Mhm.
and I'm wanting to really, now that we've done it twice, and obviously the first time was a weird year, but now that we've kind of done it for real, I'd love to think outside the box and think of how we can really make it something different or bigger, you know? I don't know if anyone has any thoughts right now about that, as we kind of think about it, just if it's gonna be a potential for next year. What would maybe make it bigger, more exciting, or, you know, get really people there?
I think some things that can help is definitely making like a cute little video. Infographics are cute and awesome, but I think videos are also just a way to engage with people in a sense. Like I know with like leadership and stuff, like we've had trouble like trying to promote events and stuff, and we had a homecoming video for the first time ever in years that I brought up. I helped make the video and stuff, and it got over 1,000 views. And a lot of kids understood what homecoming was. It was very simple, short. And it was just fun to make also. So I think like also obviously keep posting the infographics, but also maybe making a little video and like kind of adding who will be there, hearing you guys, different views, like, oh my gosh, like this event's happening. When is it? And someone else talks. And then if possible, depending on if the council members have time, they can also be in the video, be like, come, like we want to talk to you and hear what you guys have to say. So I think that's very important.
I think we could also do like pair it with something else, like, I mean, this is coffee and politics, so it could be like maybe like a game night in politics or some sort of thing. And so like you're kind of like doing something and talking, or like playing like cornhole, like stuff like, so you have like different games and make it more like, yeah, interactive, and you're like going, moving.
I
Do
agree. I
you think, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I have a suggestion, perhaps like we could maybe have a discussion table in groups. People could break off and talk to like a particular person.
Yeah.
And so then we could have like discussion cards on the table, like get, to get this discussion kicked off. Because at one point we're just sitting there like not sure what to ask.
Mhm.
And so that would probably promote engagement as well.
I like the cards.
Real sweet.
What
I don't know, yeah.
were you gonna say, Julie?
Do you think high schoolers or middle schoolers have interest in coffee specifically? Is that any of a turn off for people? Do you think that something else would be better? Like boba or
Ooh,
pizza?
boba.
Okay.
I think it's good. I'm someone who's like addicted to coffee, so like I'm okay with it, but obviously not everyone's addicted to coffee. Middle schooler, I mean, like middle schoolers, like
Yeah.
start drinking it.
I mean, we saw how successful Bobatino was.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. That's
Yeah.
just like maybe the coffee part of it,
I
not the
think
whole
coffee-
thing, but
the coffee and politics name makes it sound like very adultish. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
I don't think it sounds like something that's targeted towards like a middle school and like high school audience. So maybe changing the name could help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boba is definitely more mainstream and
Oh.
trendy.
Yeah, right.
It's very trendy.
Like ice cream in politics.
Uh-huh.
I think it might be interesting if like, if we want to switch up the vendor, we could like have an area for people to submit like proposals or like, yeah, for like local laws or even, yeah, just initiatives. Even, cause like a while back I went to this thing called, I forgot what it was called, but like, Avalo was hosting this event where, this like brunch event where he had people submit policy ideas. And I thought it was really interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of people showed up.
Yeah.
Was it for teens or was it for like anybody?
It's
teams
yeah,
badly.
teams mostly,
So. Yeah, I think we were starting to get on the track with like the Google form, people submit questions that we never actually ended up using, but yeah, I think that's something good.
I think maybe making it more like teens, like sharing their own ideas rather than just like hearing what other, like the local government people like have to say. I think making it more interactive like that way.
Yeah. Flip it on its head a little bit where the teens are sharing thoughts more than just asking questions.
Yeah.
Like that.
Also, next year is an election year, I know, like it's another cycle of elections. I think there's like a first election coming up. So if we want to hold this event again, I recommend doing it first semester. And so then you can kind of do like a voter education thing as well.
I really like the idea of that Councilmember Gibbons talked about the like brunching and like talking over each policy and stuff so that people understand it. Like honestly, that could be something that we do too in some ways. Even if you're not voting, it's good to like understand what's going on and help you practice for when you are going to be voting. And yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, I think also having pre-prepared questions was good. I know we used some of them. And I think like you mentioned, like discussion cards, stuff like that.
I like discussion cards too. Any other ideas? Good for next year?
Okay, any questions? Any public comments? Okay, now move on to Yak Attack.
Okay, so I'll start off with that. It was really fun. I really enjoyed hearing from other people and seeing their presentations and all. That was really interesting. And a lot of people had really good topics. And I think our topic was also very fun. And I think a lot of the people who came and sat in our presentation, and it turned out to be a much larger crowd than I anticipated, but it was really fun because of our interactive things again, like our games. So yeah, I think the games were a huge success, and I feel like we should continue to do those little games in the future.
Yeah, I think it really showed an ideal environment for teens. Like I remember there was like a game room with like a switch and people were playing and a lot of people were watching. Like I think this like a safe space event. I think that's a good example of what teens like. And there was some fun games on the field that we played. And I felt like our workshop went well. I'll be honest, I don't think we needed all of us to work on it. Like I feel like maybe I could have helped Ada and Carmen's but overall I feel like we all had some good workshops and we learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad for at least this one, we divided it up between all of us because we didn't know we were going into with a really long presentation. We thought we'd have to divide it up like we did, but I mean, overall, I think it went pretty well. And Anna Carmen's, yours was really good. I like that they did the raffle. That was really good incentive. And free lunch.
Yeah.
We did really good on the raffle, guys.
Yeah.
I know. 2 winners, right? 3? Not in 2. Oh
Yeah, I
my
won
God.
that stationary set.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, we really.
Campbell keeps that on top.
Yeah.
I think it was great for how your guys' presentation, you had the candy, because I think they got a lot more
Oh, yeah.
interaction.
Oh, yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah, I think the other thing I did kind of wish was in the beginning, like I wish they did like an icebreaker or something to kind of get us up and moving, because it feels like we're just like, because they kind of joked about, oh, we're gonna do an icebreaker, and I actually got excited, so we did do an icebreaker. And then just went straight into the keynote speaker, which was fine, but I think maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Yak is just like in general a really great experience. 'Cause you get to hear from other kids, and then like if you hold a presentation, it's definitely like a challenge. So it pushes you out of your comfort zone. If you get to talk about like something that you are really genuinely interested in.
Yeah, and it was really exciting to see all the other commissioners. Like there were a lot of them, and it was really fun to meet all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just lovely.
We got a really good keynote speaker.
Oh, good. You guys like, how did you feel about him?
I liked him, trying to find my why.
Hey, his message came across. Well remembered.
Part of the speech like reminds me of all the memes that this guy read like 100 of those leadership books. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still
I think you did a good job for, being on Zoom and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I was expecting someone to like come out from the side or something, and it's like, oh, that's great.
Evan Lowe.
It's kind of like,
Yeah, it happens every 2 years, so if anyone's still around for the next one, you'll remember.
It's not every year.
No, it's
Oh
not.
my
God.
I know. I know, sorry.
Pizza and politics.
So pizza
Yeah, pizza and politics.
I actually
Here.
did get pizza and politics in person my first year.
I did
Yeah, I
not,
went
so-
to that. I was at with my sister. The debates, oh my gosh, those are so funny.
That was very fun. Okay, any other questions, anything, ideas about, yeah, Jack? Okay, let's see, any public comments? So, we'll now move on to the South Bay Fun Fest.
All right. This is pretty much our last big event of the year. It is May 17th. I hope everyone's planning to come. Unless we have something else lame to do. It's only for a couple hours.
It's on a Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
Day
Day?
Yes.
May 17th is like a Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, so May 15th? Is it the 15th?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's the 15th.
So what are the times again?
Let's see. I think it's going to be like 2 to 5.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe.
We should be able to. I think we'll have to leave early.
Yeah, so it's gonna be in Cupertino, so not far from here. It's the advisors, so myself and Cupertino and Saratoga kind of just are trying to better organize it, because I think we're having some issues working with all 3 groups. It's kind of a lot of people. So we broke it down into, thank you for everyone who filled out the form to rate the booth ideas, because that's helpful. So from that, we think we'll probably, I'm thinking Campbell could pretty easily do like either a photo booth and like a craft station kind of thing. So that would be those would both be something that you maybe have 1 or 2 people there for like half-hour shift. So then you like man the table for a little bit and then swap out with somebody else, and you can just go and enjoy the event for the rest of the time. Yeah, so I think out of the options that were the top ones, those were I think the easiest for us to do. So I'm open for any ideas of craft things that you might like to do, you think other people would like to do, and photo booth ideas.
Do you know what the other cities are doing?
I think Cupertino's gonna look into like the rock wall,
Whoa.
the expensive one. And let's see, I mean, I've contacted a couple animal therapy groups and some other just kind of general resource booth people, but that's all separate. Can't remember what the other top things are right now. But yeah, the other cities will be doing a few as well.
We could do like make a fidget, or like make fidgets, because it's like mental health themed, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking we could decorate some sort of like coffee cups or like mugs or something. I think that'd be cute because people like coffee.
I really like the story time with Santa pipe cleaner stuff.
Oh, the kids.
Not necessarily candy canes, but like something with pipe cleaners. I was really into that.
Okay.
Organic type stuff is always good.
Oh, yeah.
I like bead stuff, yeah. Or we could do like the like bead like bracelets, you know.
Oh,
friendship
friendship
bracelets.
Slime making.
Yes, like the
Oh, yeah.
things I would make in camp.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to those.
Oh, yeah.
Kids will tell me to start them like in camp. I will literally just be like, I'm gonna take this.
Ooh, lanyard.
They'll forget about it. I'm like, do you want it? No, I'm like, okay.
Cool. Any other ideas for craft station? How about the photo booth? If we did something like that, I'm thinking I can get a stand like the one that was at Yak Attack,
Oh, yeah.
and I have a little frame thing already that we could use. So I need ideas for what would the background be, if you guys want any props or other things.
How would we set it up? Like if it's outside, how would we put like a background up?
I've got, it's out of like PVC pipe and it makes like a
Okay.
big arch thing, so you can just hang something over it or, the background.
We could do a spring or summer theme.
Maybe funky glasses or like
Yeah, sunglasses.
hats. Like, what are those things like the grass? Super fun.
We have a tornado.
Oh, yeah.
And like the-
Yeah.
yeah,
There's-
some swim inflatable
Floaties.
You do like feather boas and cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some sort of like scarf, like the bows that you mentioned.
Legs.
For the background, we can just maybe like have like a solid color sheet and then just like a banner that has the name of the event on it.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
keep it simple.
Mhm.
Some kind of like a beach or something, maybe.
Maybe like keychains or earrings, something like that.
Mhm.
Definitely sunglasses. Sunglasses are a must.
With the tag here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, so would they just be able to set up their phone and they, okay, cool.
Yeah, or,
So-
or we could,
Oh,
were you at Yak? You weren't at Yak Attack. Okay. So they had this little, it's a ring light and then it had a phone holder in the middle of it. So anyone just put their phone in there and then take it. But also we'll have a couple people nearby. So if other people can be there to take the photo too if needed. Sorry, were you
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I was gonna say, like a ring light type thing, so that they can like have a place to put their.
Yeah, I think that worked well. I mean, did anyone use it at the Yak Attack?
I think I saw a couple people.
People use it.
At the end I wanted to, but they're taking it down.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Oh, and then the team is trying to make a video advertisement for that event. I know Anisha can do part of it, but we need one more person. Is anyone able to do just a quick video of yourself saying a couple lines, and then they're gonna piece them together to make the message for the event? We could have one more person to do that.
I could do it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, any other questions, I guess, or ideas for that one?
Do we have any updates on the performers?
I've reached out to a bunch of them and I just am not hearing back. Alternative idea, I kind of thought about doing minute to win it games as like a performance time. And then there's also gonna be raffle things, so we can do the games for raffle tickets and then there'll be a raffle at the end, similar to Yak Attack. So that's kind of my backup plan right now.
Minutes of Minute games sound fun.
Yeah.
They were such a big success.
Okay.
Musical chairs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Such a
that's
good
nice.
tug of
Yeah.
Of a what?
war or Kajabi. So I don't know what Kajabi is.
No.
Oh, Kajabi's like really intense. So basically, there's a trash can in the middle. I think it's like 12 people holding onto a rope and then you spin in a circle. And your whole point is to get people to go over the trash can. What?
Oh,
And like.
I think
if
I've
they
seen
get the
that.
trash can, they're out. Obviously, you're not slamming them. into the trash can. So we did this at a rally. We've done this at rallies. It's super successful. It gets really intense. We're like really competitive, but it's just really fun.
Okay. I'll look it up if it's not too much of a liability. We can do it. Cool. Any other ideas, thoughts, questions? Comments?
Okay, so next up is the spring fun run. Oh, new name.
Yeah, so I think at the last meeting, it was announced that they finally nailed down the date. It's gonna be May 7th. So for this event, I won't be able to be there, but if anyone is available and would like to volunteer, it's a very quick morning, morning kind of volunteer thing. And the week leading up to it, we'll probably need a little help stuffing bags like we did for the October one. And possibly the night before Friday night is when people come to pick up the bags and things too. So that's just all kind of stuff that it'd be great if anyone has availability to help with.
Do you know the exact dates for like the packing the bags?
Packing the bags, I don't know. Packet pickup will definitely be the Friday before it, so May 6th. Packing the bags is kind of flexible, probably. So
It's like that week.
yeah, sometime in that week after school. Yeah, okay. I'll let you guys know once I know. Yeah. Any other kind of questions about that?
Okay, so there's no public comments. We can move on to job fair.
So I had an idea for this. So I remember us talking about it before, that we would contact local businesses and see, and like, I don't know, like set up like a fair for them to show like any job opportunities that they had. And I was thinking like, rather than just like job opportunities, what if we like expanded it to internship opportunities and such stuff? Because I was doing some research and I found like the Silicon Valley has this like huge job like tech innovation and internship program where like business owners and like corporation people will come in and they'll like sit in this like huge building, and all of these teams will come in, they'll have a chance to talk with those people and see if anything interests them, and you know, if there are any opportunities that they want to take. And it's actually a really big success, and a lot of people have like gone places with that. So I was thinking that we could mimic something like that and make it a little more meaningful as well, rather than just like say like a small summer job in like a local boutique or something.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely like including internships. I wanted this to be on the agenda just to discuss, because I know, yeah, before COVID, we had like an in-person event. That was like a big thing and it was great. We haven't been able to have one in person since. And this year's kind of winding down, but I know that there had been some mention of doing it virtually if you guys want. So And that would be just kind of coming up with a list of opportunities, and it can be jobs, it can be internships, it can be volunteering, to put on the website and promote for at least this year. And then, yeah, it would be great to bring back for a bigger thing next year, I think. But I wanted to put it out there if you guys want to do that this year. You know, our time is, this is our second to last meeting, so
Wow.
our time is going down. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
I think that this is a great idea and that it can be expanded, but I think it's better to do it next term. Just because you guys will have more time, it can be more research with jobs and stuff. I know AP testing is coming up for a lot of us.
Oh, yeah.
Finals is also coming up, and then we also have 2 events that are happening that are pretty big. So I think that this would be better for next term to actually do an actual in-person event. Because I think it is important that teams get more research on these types of things. Also, like you said, I think internships is a great idea. I think that you guys should definitely do that next term. Definitely find out those internships when they start, is it ran by and stuff. It's super important because, I mean, internships are a great way to gain some job experience that is higher than a little like fast food place job. Yeah, I think that it's a good idea just for next term.
I think virtual would also be great as well, like, if you want to do something smaller, like you mentioned, posting on the website or on the Instagram. Yeah, I mean, we could do it within this term. I think it'd be a scramble though, and I think it'd be too much to try and do. If we want to do, you know, real quality like promotion and, you know, have people actually be interested in this, then I think probably moving it to next term, but we can always just like discuss it now and like how we want to work.
You know, I was also definitely thinking of it being next term, just so that we have that time to like properly plan it out and actually have like a big turnout.
Yeah.
I think you're best. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. No, no, go.
I was just gonna say, I absolutely love the idea of a job fair, so I'd be so happy to see you guys do it.
A way to promote it is definitely going to your ASB's outreach in your schools. Outreach is more than happy to do those types of things. I know that for us in leadership for outreach, we're doing stuff like Relay for Life, and we also do job opportunities and stuff. So definitely just contact anyone in ASB. They should bring it up. I know also you guys can come to the meetings as well for ASB. So I think that it's important for you guys to reach it out and kind of get more insight from other students, because I think just ways of promoting it and not just giving out flyers and stuff is also very important for next term.
College and career fairs and college and
yeah.
career centers at school are also a great ways to outreach, because like they all have job boards, they all have advertising boards,
Mhm.
and it's like a lot of kids raising youth first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're great ones to go to.
So wait, just curious, like what's the name of the conference thing that
Can I search it up quickly? It's like the Silicon Valley like Innovate Fair or something. It's actually really big. I saw it in a newspaper actually. That's why.
Oh,
We gotta get our stuff in
Yeah.
the newspaper. That's
Probably could.
I probably could.
just know that down. Like, maybe writing that somewhere, just like you guys have something to return to for research.
I remember when I went to the job fair when they had it in person a few years back, and they had a raffle going on at the same time. Highly recommend doing that. And they had also like all of their, this is just up to the businesses, but a lot of the places that were looking for people for jobs, they had like bracelets or like little like I think Rita's had little samples of their like plushies. And so those gave lots of incentive and
Mhm.
raffle tickets. So I would definitely recommend.
Always do free stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, so are we feeling like that's something to plan for next year? Does anyone want to try to do anything virtual this year? Just want to give you the platform to do it. Okay, totally fair.
If we want, we could just like throw together a list and put it on our website like we've done in prior years.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of effort for that. Like if we just contribute like 2 to 3, that we find we have quite a lengthy list. And then that's only if we want to do something at all.
Yeah, I feel like that doing it virtual wouldn't be too meaningful because like obviously there are a lot of other sites out there that already have like these pre-made lists
Yeah.
that are really helpful. So I don't think it would be too impactful.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, and any questions? Any public comments? Okay, so we don't have any new business. We will now move on to calendar reminders.
Okay, so we have the spring fun run on May 7th, in the morning to volunteer, and then also before that, like the week leading up to it, there'll be like opportunities to like help stuff the bags and all that. And then our South Bay Fun Fest is on Sunday, May 15th, from 2 to 5 in Cupertino. And then if you want to reapply to the youth commission, applications are due May 8th.
Who wants to start with ones around the table?
Yay.
So my birthday was this Saturday and our team had a show actually. So I spent the entire day at another high school, but it was really fun and it was really fulfilling to be on stage. So I loved it.
Wait, what did you?
It was the Bollywood dance show.
Oh,
That's awesome.
it's a good way to spend your birthday. Did you guys do anything else like birthday related?
Well, we were there the entire day, so we went out for lunch and like got boba and all of that fun stuff.
I can go. West One's show opened end of March and then closed right after spring break. So that was fun. It was very sad. It's over. But yeah, we had all of our shows were sold out except the afternoon show.
Wow.
So it was great and everyone did a good job.
I went to it, it was really good. I went to the closing one on Saturday night. It was
That's
really
good.
good.
Yeah, it was really good. I like the music. My dad he's, a child of the 70s, so he really liked it.
Do you know,
It's great.
oh, you won't know him by Prime. Do you guys know Prime from Summer?
Fun.
He was in it. Yeah, he has the blonde hair on top.
Caleb, yeah.
I don't know his real name. Yeah.
Is he working?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he is. He told me about it.
Mhm.
Exciting.
I'm having a high school prep week, which is basically learning how to like manage your time. So with a bunch of like spread out assignments that don't have any effect on your actual report requirements, just to help you get prepared. So that's the next 2 weeks.
Nice. That's useful. Yeah, really helpful.
I went to Cancun for spring break.
What?
Yeah, it was so nice. And I really want to go back, but yeah. Now I'm getting stressed about standardized testing. I've like been doing internship applications and interviews, but they all said mid-April. So I'm like, but none of them have gone back to me yet, so I'm sort of like really stressed about that too. And then I'll be traveling as well to go do a wedding, like a week or two before, like a week and a half before AP starts. So that's also stressful. So I'm just really stressful I'm really stressed right now, but it'll all be okay. So. I'm the only one who got an invite to Julie's wedding.
So many weddings are happening
So
now.
many weddings.
It is time. It is time. Well, I went to SoCal and I committed to college. So I will be going to California State Fullerton. I also was sent an email or a letter in the mail saying to join their business honors program.
Oh, congratulations.
It is highly competitive, which is a little scary, but I went to their booth kind of to talk more about like how it works and stuff. I really want to get in because I get to choose whatever classes before anyone else does. That is a big thing. And I can choose to not have classes on Fridays. But I talked to the right lady. She was actually the recruiter. She really liked me. She told me that she was like, I'm very excited to see your essays and what you are going to bring to this like program. So I'm hoping I get in, and I hope I get that scholarship because I can also study abroad in Italy. So hoping to get in. Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think I've been doing a bunch of college tours recently. So I went down to San Diego over spring break and we're San Diego State, UC San Diego, and University of San Diego. Don't get them confused. Yeah, they're right next to the beach and they're all super pretty. So it's really cool getting to look at colleges. And you know, AP tests are coming up, but trying not to think about that too much. So yeah.
Well, over the break, me and my family took a trip to Seattle and Canada. And while I was there, I got a call saying that I got accepted as an intern for our state senator, Dave Korteski. So,
Nice.
so it's like a summer internship. So I think, so I'll have something to do over the summer now. And I really like, you know, studying politics and government and stuff. So I think I'm really gonna enjoy this.
Is it a paid internship?
I don't think so.
Well,
Still good.
Yeah.
You're getting experience.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Okay, I've been doing track. Oh my gosh, it's really, I don't know why I did it. I'm like, like I've done 3 sports now, senior year. I'm doing long distance, so I'm running like 2 miles at least a day. Yeah. And then over spring break, I went and visited UC Davis and Berkeley. Committed to Berkeley. And then yeah, I saw my sister in Berkeley, which was nice. The falcon that lives at the top of the tower recently died, so there's like a memorial for him. And apparently got hit by a car. So I'm pretty sad. Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
That is very sad. Trying to not take that as a bad omen.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's gonna be fine. I'm going to a different wedding in Half Moon Bay this weekend.
Ooh.
That'll be like a little mini vacation, so
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
Looking forward to it.
So I didn't go anywhere far over break. I did visit colleges also. Well, I visited one college. I visited UC Davis with my family, and it was so windy. Our parents were like, "We're not going to send you here." And so I also committed to college. I committed to UC San Diego.
Congrats.
Yeah, okay, so I also committed to UC San Diego. Yeah, like I guess we're mostly like considering like Santa Clara, UC Davis, or UC San Diego, and then we decide not to go to UC Davis after visiting. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then it was nice being because when we got home, I found out I won a scholarship. Like I got. Yeah, I don't know how much it is, like somewhere between 1,000 or 5,000.
Nice.
But like, yeah, I'll
Awesome.
find out. There's like, we're gonna present it like in a month or so, May 15th, so the same day South Day Fun Stuff.
Could be a really good day for you.
Yeah, I could.
Cool.
Okay, well, I adjourned this meeting at 7:48.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been blocking.
I hit my
There's a
shin.
ton.
I know, me too, multiple times.
Oh, just like a hand.